Hello, gentle viewers. This is Avgardian welcoming you back to Tabletop Simulator. Today we're in Glasgow, the amazing two-player game produced by Lookout Games and designed by Mandela Fernandez Grandon. Glasgow is a worker place. No, it's not a worker place. It's a rondel game where we each go around a circle. Look, I'm sorry. I know it's not a circle. Just pretend it's a circle, okay? Where we go around a circle trying to build up the city of Glasgow. This is whatever river is in Glasgow. It actually says here. Or maybe it doesn't. But anyway, so what we're going to do is the two players go back and forth, collecting resources, building buildings, and once we have either a 5x4 or 4x5 grid, the game ends, we tally up our victory points, and whoever has the most points is the winner. So, how do you play? Every turn, you do two simple things. One thing you must do, and a second thing that you may do. You must always move around the river outside of Glasgow. That's mandatory. You have to do that. You can move as far as you want to, but the farther you move, the more your opponent's going to get to move. So jumping too far out in front to get something, no matter how much you really want it, might end up biting you in the butt, because then the other player gets to take lots more turns in a row. When you get to an architect, you get to buy. You can build a building if you have the resources. The cost is always in the top left-hand corner. So, I don't remember what that space does, actually. Oh, I get to activate factories, so that's not very helpful in the beginning of the game. But the rest of it's pretty cool, actually. The second thing is you do whatever the tile says. Most of them just give you something. This lets you build something, or... Oh, I can discard it and get a good, or I can pay the cost and build it. This is get resources. This is trading. I'm going to go ahead and lock these down because these are never going to move. That'll mean there's less I can do to accidentally screw stuff up. I'm going to leave this one unlocked in case I need to make more room. Unfortunately, in real life, it's actually supposed to be a circle. I don't have the time to do that or the patience. So just imagine these three are all connected. So you just go boop to boop to boop. But yeah, a lot of them just collecting resources. So let's talk about the buildings we have out here now. This costs 2 gold coins and is worth 6 points at the end of the game. This costs 1 brick and gives me 1 point for every brick I have in storage. This lets me do something. What does that one do? Well, I get to discard all the buildings from an architect of my choice, and then I can put 2 new ones out there. Meh. This is 4 points for a brick and a coin. This is 2 bricks. I think that one is for everyone adjacent, you get 3 points. Oh, I get 3 points... No, it's not a shop. It's a tenement. Yeah, for every adjacent tenement, it's worth an extra 3 points. This is a park. You get your park or parks times parks for victory points. So 4 parks are worth 16 points. This one lets you turn a brick into a steel or a steel into a gold. You can do in either direction. And lastly, 3 steel for 6 points. Those are the buildings we have now. More will come out as the game progresses. And here are the resources in the game. We have bricks, we have steel, gold, and whiskey. Despite being in Scotland, there's only one barrel of whiskey in the entire game, so be careful. I wonder why there's so many extra, like, materials there. Because you can't get more than is on the thing here. Yeah, excess is lost. That's what I thought. See, I don't even know why these materials are even in here. Oh, we'd need the gold, but not the bricks or the steel. Anyhoozle. Blue's gonna be going first. Which one is blue? I guess it doesn't matter. Like, the boards are both identical. There's... Oh! Is the dude's shirt different? No, it's... The shirt is the same. Can I, like, flip it? Is there, like, something on the other side? Oh, you can have, a guy or a girl. I guess that's as good a way as any to differentiate between the players. Let's just quickly do that just so I remember who's got whose board. There we go. Nice. Okay. So, every single turn you have to move. You can't stay where you were. So, thinking aloud is blue, and we'll just arbitrarily say that this is blue. I'm going to make a clone of this piece. And I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to lock it. This is just going to be a reminder that this board is for the blue player, and this board is for the green player. Like, obviously, in real life, it's not as hard to remember, but here it is kind of tricky. And this is just a reminder of the distribution of buildings, and what they count as. So, I'm just going to go to the building page here. Landmarks just give you raw points, and that's cool. So, how far would blue like to move? Well, right now, neither one of them can move because I inadvertently locked both of them. Like, what? There we go. Fixed. So, what would blue like to do? Well, a brick and a gold is 4 points for him. That is a pretty handy thing to have. But the problem is he doesn't have an easy way to get to gold. So maybe his best bet is to go get bricks. This doesn't do any good because there's no factories to activate. It might be more helpful later on. Factories, by the way, are these pieces here. But maybe later on it'll be better. So blue's going to go 1, 2, and he's going to claim 2 bricks. 1, 2. That is blue's turn. He didn't land on architect, so he can't build. So his turn is done. Green has no reason to stop here. So the question is, does green want to go get another brick, or would green rather build? Like, getting here first would let him build this building, which lets him basically dump anytime someone activates a building in that row or that column. Yeah, Mr. Green. Is it Mr. Green? Yeah, Mr. Green might actually prefer that. And get the first building in the game. That's pretty handy, actually. I think he will do that. So he's going to go up to here. And he's going to build this building here. Now, does that do one off the top, or is it one out of an architect's? Oh, you do it from the draw pile. So he either gets a resource or a thing from it. So he doesn't have 2 bricks, but he does get 1 brick. And then, do I discard it to the bottom? Yeah, because I have to discard it. I'm just going to put it next to it in case we need to shuffle them and redo it. So that's green's turn done. Blue has no reason not to do this and get another brick. He's going to be the king of the bricks, I guess. He can't stop there, so he's going to slide in here at the farthest right spot. He's going to go ahead and build this just to get Glasgow started. That's going to cost him 1 brick. And he's going to get a point at the end of the game. We need to make sure the arrow points toward blue, so remember who it belongs to. I'm just making sure if you go to an architect, it goes in the right. Yeah, because you have to get past. And then we refill from the top. So, he could absolutely stop here, but there's no point. He can't build either of these 2 buildings. Because he doesn't have any gold. He needs gold quite desperately. So I think he's going to jump here and end up here. The trade tile. He's going to turn 1 steel into a gold coin. And that is going to be it for him. Blue's going to take a free brick because why not? And... Stopping here to get a brick and a steel is pretty strong play, I think. So we're going to go top and grab a brick and a steel. Brick and steel. Done. Green, there's no reason not to stop here and get a free steel and then just keep going. This would give him, I believe, a point per brick at the end of the game. I don't think that really helps him, though. I don't think that really does much for that player. Yeah. Monsieur Green. Do you even stop here? Or do you go to here? Here's the thing, though. If I go here instead of here, he's going to get to take the whiskey barrel. And the whiskey barrel counts as 1 of anything. Which is, as you can imagine, a pretty strong play. So I think we're going to do that. He's going to skip all the way over to here and take the whiskey barrel. And that goes over to green. And done. Madame Blue. Blue's got a really good game of just getting lots and lots of bricks. So coming over here to build the brick makes a lot of sense. So, we're going to point this toward blue. Now, this does automatically trigger his ability. So it's not up to green to decide, does he want to trash any of the buildings? I think he does. I think he's going to get rid of this one. And put out 2 fresh new buildings. Oh, is this factory supposed to be greens or is it supposed to be blues? No, it's definitely greens, yeah. Or blues, rather. Okay. So, a blue can keep going. He's absolutely going to stop by, or she's going to stop by here and get herself 1 gold. A gold coin. And then the question is, does she grab a second coin, or does she go all the way over to here? to build something like this. This is very cool. If you have a complete set of buildings, you get 10 points at the end of the game for the train station. I've got one of those and one of those, but the safe thing isn't one of them. So this is maybe not as great for me. Or that's not, maybe not as great for me. This is just a flat out 5 points. Or do we go stop and take another gold and start trying to load up on gold to maybe buy some of the better resources down the line? I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to go hop and grab a second gold coin. So, Mr. Green. 1 steel would be awfully nice. But if they don't start getting buildings, they're going to fall behind. And it's hard to argue with a nice landmark. So they're going to go 1, 2, come over here, and they're going to buy the landmark. They're going to put it here because they don't want to trigger the factory again if they can help it. And I'm just going to real quick, like, unlock a bunch of stuff here. So I can move it down. Yeah, the steel is right there. Cool. And then lock them all down for now. Okie dokie. So we refill the building tiles. Oh, I try to grab from the discard pile. LOL. That's a tenement. Okay. So that's green done. Green has their first building, so this should point toward green. And that's that. Oh, you also need a new building. I wonder if I never drew out 2 for him. I might not have done. Anyway, blue's gonna take the free steel. There's no reason not to. Only 1 park has come out. So investing in a park isn't the best possible move. I mean, tenements are nice. Tenements are a pretty solid play, but they're not a guarantee. So the question is, does blue stop for anything? Does she stop for anything? Or does she just keep on keeping on to try to pick up some more resources? I don't hate coming over here, so I think I will. And the question is just, do I spend a coin, first of all, to just get rid of the stuff that's there? And I think I do. And then I put out 2 new ones. It's another park. And a free gold coin. Now that's the kind of thing we could get behind. So that's what we're going to do. I am going to spend a brick and a steel. And I'm going to build this. I'm going to put it right here. This then triggers my architect refresh thing. And the question is, what do I want to get rid of, if anything? I think I'm good. I don't think I'm going to bother getting rid of anything. I'm just going to not use that ability. And then that's blue done. Green has a possible opportunity. But it'll only work if they can control if it's 4x5 or 5x4. So let's talk shops. Shops are worth 6 points if they're in the, they're worth 5 points if they're in the corner of the grid. Otherwise, they're only worth 1. And although they do desperately need to start getting more points on the board, I'm not convinced that's the best play. Jumping out too far is probably a mistake too. Do they maybe get involved in parks? I think maybe they do. I think that makes sense for green to spend 1 steel to get a park. And green's going to put it right here. Green's plan is try to get to the next shop so they can put it there and lock that down. Now, I don't know if that's going to work or if blue might beat him to it, but that's the plan anyway. So that gets refilled. And he gets to go again. So the question is, do we make the huge jump in order to guarantee a shop getting 5 points? And I think we do. I think that's an important advantage for green to pursue. So she's going to jump all the way over here, spend a gold coin, and claim the shop. So we have now locked it in. This is going to be a 4x5 grid. Nothing can be built over here. So that's an important thing to keep in mind for the rest of the game. New building comes out, and it's another park. Okay. So blue's going to come over here, and they're going to run their factory and get a free gold. I think you just get to run 1 factory, right? Or you get to run all your factories. Oh, I get to activate anything in that row. Beautiful. Yeah, so I do get to junk stuff. So here's where you can get a bit mean and nasty. Is it all parks or parks you control? Yeah, it's parks I control. The more I torch parks as blue, the more I hurt green. The question is, does it make sense to do that knowing that I'm stopping myself from getting this landmark? Yeah, there's some real good stuff, and I don't think I want to trigger this ability right now. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to skip over to here to take 1 brick, because I can't take 2. I'd be at maximum bricks. I see no reason not to do this and get to flip over the top tile and build whatever it is if I have the resources. 3 bricks for a shop is not a great look. Oh, but I could put it there and guarantee myself, yep, we're going to do it. 1, 2, 3. Because I can put it here. Nice. And this is guaranteed to be in a corner, and that's why I was excited to get the opportunity to build that. Then I come over here. And do I need a park to make this work? I do. I need a landmark, a park, a factory, and whatever that black type of building is. Is that a tenement? I think it's a tenement. It is a tenement. I could buy a park, or I could get a landmark. I need either of those things. I think I'd rather have the landmark. So I will take a landmark. That's going to be 1 brick and 1 gold. And that goes there. So everything has to be next to something else except for the first building, but you'll notice it still gives you a lot of flexibility in where you can build stuff. And then blue gets to take one more turn. I think getting a brick to refill the bricks is a good idea. So green. Green, green, green. You don't have enough resources to buy anything, to build anything of note. But you do have a whiskey. Blue has a plan. Green has a plan, rather. It's not the ideal plan, but I'm hoping blue won't figure out what I'm trying to do, basically. So green's going to go here, and they're going to turn 2 bricks into a gold coin. And that's going to be their turn. So the question is, does green do the dick move and jump all the way to here to steal this from blue? I don't think that's, or to steal it from green. I don't think that's smart. I think blue's got better things they can do with their time, like get 1 brick and 1 steel. Give up some resources so he can be in a position to build something later on. I just moved the wrong person, didn't I? No, I didn't. I moved the right one. So green's going to take a steel for free. And then he's going to jump over to here. And he is going to buy this lovely sausage for 1 gold and 1 whiskey. And where is he going to put it? He doesn't want to put it next to any of the factories because that's going to give his opponent a benefit. So he's going to put it right here. And that's green done. She is, or he is in a better position now. What is blue going to do? Well, first blue's going to refill this. That's interesting. Blue getting involved in the park game isn't a bad call. And blue's going to get to steal the whiskey barrel. So I think that's what blue's going to do. She's going to come over here first. She's going to spend 1 steel to take a park, which she's going to put here to give her a gold. I don't know why using steel to build a park. Maybe to like build like the nice fences around it. I don't know. And then she's going to jump here to take the whiskey barrel. Cool. Green has no reason not to go here. So, how far along are you on the path to a train station? You've got that in the landmark. You would need a tenement and a factory. And that's the problem. You don't have a factory. Oh, I did not refill. I am a potato. There you go. Without green having a factory, grabbing a train station doesn't make a huge amount of sense. I think the tenement would actually be better. So in order to build this particular tenement, it needs 1 brick and 1 steel. Green has the steel, doesn't have the bricks, so that's what they're going to take on their free spot here. And then they're going to jump all the way... Oh no, just take 2 bricks instead. And green's going to jump over to here. Always go in the right-hand space and claim this tenement. Ideally, you want it to be somewhat centrally located so you can get as many next to it as possible. So that's green done. Blue's going to go thank you for 1 gold and 1 steel. There's no reason not to grab those because they're free, basically. And then the question is, does blue stop here? Getting another park would be quite nice, actually. So blue's going to go here. take a park for 1 steel. No, you can only ever buy 1 building on an architect. You can never buy both, even if you have the resources. Architects let you buy exactly 1 good and no more. You can also pay a... Oh, that's what paying a gold is. It doesn't let you wipe the buildings. It lets you build an extra building. Okay. I don't think it matters, unless... Yeah, blue's gonna do that. He's gonna spend a gold, then a red, and take the train station too. Which they're gonna put... right here? I think that's good. So, they need a tenement quite badly. Once the opportunity presents itself. But, regardless... Plus a tenement comes out right now. Which it didn't. I mean, the whiskey barrel came out, but I don't think that's really that important. Oh, and putting that park there also triggers to get another gold. I think that's good. So blue then gets to move on. There are annoyingly no tenements out. That's not great. Blue's gonna jump over here. And he's gonna trigger this factory to get a 3rd gold, and then he's gonna go ahead and torch, these 2 buildings. He's gonna hope for another tenement. Like that one. Nice. So, green has 2 bricks, and that's it. That is not enough to build anything that's on that tile. I think green's gonna come all the way over here to trigger this tile. Flip over the top 1. It costs 2 steel. He doesn't have 2 steel, so that just gets discarded. He does get a steel, however, so it's not a total loss, and that'll give him a chance to build something later on. Blue's definitely gonna take 3 free bricks, for sure. And then... Guys, another park would be pretty badass. That's what he's gonna do. I'm gonna build it here so that I have the right to trigger that later on if I think it's helpful, and that'll cost 1 steel. Done. Oh, then refill. That's interesting. Another tenement would be a pretty solid move. But I don't think green does have the bricks for it. But green could also build a train station. Green's got a park and a landmark. They have everything but the factory. And there's a lot of factories coming up here. So I actually think buying a train station makes more sense. So he's going to come over here. He's going to put it there. No, he's going to put it there. Oh no, you don't have any gold. That's unfortunate. Then he's just going to spend 2 bricks then. 1, 2. And take the tenement and put it right there. Oops. Right there. And then green is going to come over to here to get 1 brick and 1 steel. And then new building comes out. Blue will take 1 free brick for sure. No, he's not. He's gonna skip that one. He's gonna come over to here to turn a steel. Nope, can't do that either. He's gonna come over here and take a free steel. So, we have a problem. We don't have a tenement yet. And until we get a tenement, the train station is worth nothing. That is very problematic. And there are no tenements out on the board. That is very sad. I mean, getting something that makes more bricks is kind of neat. But I'm only going to get to trigger it once. Because I don't think it triggers when you actually build it. Do you? Yeah, it doesn't activate itself in its place, so... The thing is, we're almost done with this city. We have to fill this column and then these two, so only 5 more buildings are going to go out. I mean, that's 9 points. That's not a bad thing to have, but it's also not a tenement. And that's the problem we're running into, right? We don't have a tenement, which means I can't trigger the train station. Oh, excuse me. Which means I'm going to lose out on those 10 points. So I guess it's better to get 9 points by going over here with blue. And she'll take this, and she'll put it here. And she's going to do it so that they can't get more points from the tenement. Green can't anyway. And they're going to spend the whiskey barrel in order to acquire that. This refills. Now I get the freaking tenement. Can I spend the gold and build that now? Yes. I can't pass up 10 points. Not in the least. So I'm going to go ahead and spend a gold and 2 bricks to build the next thing. And I'm going to put that right here. And then I pull this out. Okay. Cool story, bro. Green is gonna hop on over to here and spend a steel to get a factory. It doesn't matter where he puts it. He's gonna put it here with the hopes of getting maybe another tenement if he's lucky. But this is all about Green making sure their train station scores a maximum number of points. So that's them done. I put out a new building, and it doesn't matter because I don't have the resources. I have any gold. I'm going to jump over to here. No, I'm going to take the whiskey barrel. The whiskey barrel is one of anything. It's the most valuable resource in the game. Cool. Blue. Blue's definitely coming over to here. And they're going to take a gold, because that's worth points at the end of the game for them. Can they get a tenement? Only by jumping all the way around the board. And so one must ask oneself, is it worth it? Is it worth it to pass up on a whole shit ton of actions just to get 10 points? But here's the answer. 100%. If he doesn't take it, then yeah, there's no reason not to do it. Because he's only going to get to build one more building anyway. Before the game ends. So I think it's exactly what Blue's going to do. Blue's going to go, whee! And he's going to buy this tenement. And he's going to put it right over here. That's going to cost 2 bricks, 1, 2, done. So now green's in an interesting position. They can have basically anything they want. What is it that they do want? Well, the first question I have is, how does train stations work? A single set is 10 VP for each train station. Oh my gosh. There's another train station out here. All he would need is 1 gold, which green has the whiskey barrel, so that's easy. I'm still going to come there to take a gold. I'm going to see if I can maybe get... No, I can't get 2 buildings. Yeah, there's no point. We're just going to jump right the way around here and buy this train station. And the city is now complete. That cost, what was it? A gold and a brick. Okay, so all that's left to do now is add up the points. The pointeroos, if you will. I think the game ends immediately. Yeah. Okay. So, I thought there was another train station out here, but there's only 2. Alright, so we're going to do blue's points first. So, this is worth 6. Right? Yeah. So this is 6. No, sorry, this is 5. It's 1 or 5, not both, right? Or is it 6? No, it is both. Okay. This is 6, 10, 11, 12. 1 for every brick. I have 1 brick, so that's 13. And then it's anybody's tenement, right? It doesn't matter whose. Yes. So is that 13 here. And then I get... Three, 6, 7. That's 20. So 3, 6, and then the one itself is 7. That's 20. I have 3 parks, so that's going to be 9 points. So that's 29, 39, 46. No, you don't score it for each park each time. You only score it once. Otherwise, that could get very, very silly. And then 3 for every gold. They've got 3 gold, so 46. And 9 is 55. So that is 55 for blue. Let's add up greens now. I don't think green has a chance, but anything's possible. So that is going to be 5, 6, 12... 12 and 7 is 19. 25. 25 and 7 is 32. 42, 41. So, or 43 rather. 43 for green. And that, my friends, is Glasgow. It's a really simple 2-player game. It plays very, very quickly, as you've just seen. And even though, like, it's not the most complex game in recorded history, it's also just a really damn good game. It plays buttery smooth, and it's just a fantastic game. I can't praise the designer enough. I'm pretty sure the designer is the first time designer. I don't think that they've ever done one of these games before. If I'm wrong, by the way, do let me know in the comments, but I believe that Mandela Fernandez Grandon is a first-time designer, and can I tell you? Fan-fucking-tastic. It's so clever. It's so simple. It plays super fast, and yeah, it's just a really, really good game. So I recommend picking up a copy of Glasgow if you can find it. Your friendly local game store might have a copy of it. You can buy copies online. Um, Give it a try online, Tabletop Simulator. Um, Try with one of your friends and see what you think of it. Um, yeah, that is Glasgow. Next week, my friends, I promised a second dinosaur game this period, and we're getting a second dinosaur game, as we will be playing not Jurassic Park Danger. That's in 2 weeks. Next week is Heroes of Normandy, a very interesting World War II tactical game that we're definitely going to be playing next week. Jurassic Park Danger is in 2 weeks, so you can look forward to that if you love dinosaurs as much as I do. But that, my friends, is it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please remember to leave a like or a comment. Tell me if you've ever been to Glasgow before. I've been to the UK, but only to London, and only for 2 weeks. So I definitely want to go back once it's easier to fly around the world again. But until next time, this has been Guardian. Thank you for watching, and I bid you good flip.